Welcome back to the channel. This is KDS Reviews. This is another comparison episode between two of the biggest juggernauts in science fiction. That's Star Trek and Star Wars. And who did this better? Star Trek started off in 1966, a TV show. Only ran for 3 years, but boy, did it become big in syndication. You can't even think of the word syndication without thinking about Star Trek. Star Wars premiered May 25th, 1977, became the biggest movie of all time. Let's compare these two and see who did it better. Let's start off with the creator. The creator of Star Trek is Gene Roddenberry. Now, Roddenberry stayed with his TV shows and his movies all the way through. He trusted them. He trusted the people that did it. Star Wars, created by George Lucas, he wasn't even quite sure about Star Wars. Matter of fact, the week Star Wars premiered, he flew off to Hawaii because he was afraid of the bad press. I find your lack of faith in Star Wars disturbing, George. Advantage, Star Trek. Number two, there's iconic movies in these series. I think the iconic movie for Star Trek is The Wrath of Khan. Great ship battle. Great role by Ricardo Montalban. Ship-to-ship battle, unbelievable. Based upon Space Seed, one of the episodes of Star Trek. The iconic movie for Star Wars is The Empire Strikes Back. Luke, I'm your father. The battle on Hoth. The introduction of Yoda. Advantage, Star Wars. Let's not even talk about the ships in there. The iconic ships for Star Trek is the Enterprise, Bird of Prey. Now the iconic ships for Star Wars, the X-Wing fighter, Millennium Falcon. Advantage, Star Wars. Some of the actors that were in both these series/movies. Shatner was the main character in Star Trek. Harrison Ford in Star Wars. Shatner was the perfect role to play Captain Kirk. He was the ultimate captain. Harrison Ford played Han Solo. He was a rogue, kind of like a pirate. Everybody wanted to be Han Solo. I was saying advantage, Star Wars for Han Solo. Then they branched out into TV shows, It wasn't just Star Trek, but it was Next Generation, Voyager. And for Star Wars, The Mandalorian, one of the greatest TV shows ever made. Advantage, Star Wars. So overall, who would I say? Who was the best? These two films/TV shows changed science fiction as we know it. So who did it best? I'm going to go with Star Wars. Star Wars changed everything about not just movies, but blockbuster movies in the first place. This movie was in the theater for years, you hear me? And re-released several times, spawned other shows. This is one of the most iconic science fiction things ever created. I'm going to say Star Wars wins it, barely beating it though. Up next, on our next episode of KDS, we're going to compare two other juggernauts. That's DC and Marvel. Not the comics, but the movies, and who did it better. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. Maybe you think Buck Rogers was better than both of them. This is KDS Reviews. And remember, we're seeing you every Sunday and every Wednesday. And I will see you in the next video.